Do you distrust the media? Do you feel that the news on television, the radio, newspapers, and their internet channels are biased? Do you think the news has become a partisan marketing machine with the sole purpose of pushing a socio-political agenda? Do you ever wonder if the news in our country is censored? If you answered yes to one or more of these questions, you are in the majority. A recent Gallup survey found that 60% of people have little or no trust in the mass media to report the news fully, accurately, and fairly. But we don't really need polls and surveys to know the facts here. Just ask your friends and family, and chances are you will probably find even more people don't trust the news than the polls indicate. Did you know that there are 1,500 newspapers, 1,100 magazines, 9,000 radio stations, 1,500 television stations, and 2,400 publishers in our country that are owned by only 3 corporations? That means that close to 80% of the news we see every day is controlled by 3 companies. Censorship of the news has become a real problem. Our country is divided, polarized, and rapidly becoming paralyzed, and while our politicians are at the helm, I think you might agree the media has been the driving force behind the anger and vitriol that has become commonplace in our society. You know it, I know it, we all know it, and now it's time to do something about it. That's why I founded DigNit. As a news consumer, I have become more and more disillusioned with the state of what passes for journalism in our country through the years, and it's only gotten worse. I want to create a news and media organization that spans the globe, one that rivals the big networks in presence and coverage. To do this, I envision emulating the way the big television networks did it, by building it one market at a time. I want to set up local internet-based television stations. 10 years ago, it would have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars per market in equipment costs alone. With my background in video production and my years of experience working in bootstrap startups, I know how the technology has changed, and I've realized that the barrier of entry into this industry is now attainable. I have already designed and road tested a system with which I can open up a new internet news station for less than $20,000. I'm ready right now to open the first market. Just imagine, we can open up 40 markets across the country for what it would have cost to open one market 10 years ago. We will hold our journalists to the very highest standards of integrity. We will have a zero-tolerance policy for the blatant use of opinion, hyperbole, and biased commentary that has become the new norm in what passes for news today. Any journalist or DigNit station caught acting with anything but the highest regard for hard facts and unfettered truth will be immediately replaced. This is our mission, and we take it very seriously. DigNit.com is already built and ready to go as the next generation television network. We can add a new TV station or market in minutes. The equipment and process is road tested and solid, and we can drop it down into a new market in less than a week. We're ready to go. All of the tech is in place, the systems are designed and tested, the delivery mechanisms are in place, the revenue models are solid, and now we just need a little help funding this adventure. Let's change the conversation. Let's change the world. DigNit.com. Are you DigNit?
To learn more about DigNit, for links to our Kickstarter project, or information about investor relations, please visit DigNit.com. If you are a journalism student or a recent graduate in the Silicon Valley area and think you have what it takes to help start our flagship station, please contact us at DigNit.com. Find us on Facebook at DigNit Media. DigNit Incorporated is a privately held California corporation.